What? Where did my data go? So we all got used to years and years of universal analytics storing our data forever, right? It seemed like anytime we wanted to look at our analytics account, we could find stuff from last year, the year before, 5 years ago. It depended on how long you had the account, but it was just stored there forever. And that is just not true with Google Analytics 4. Surprise, surprise for a lot of us. Now, we installed Google Analytics 4 well before that July cutoff date in 2023 for all of our clients. We were hoping to have at least a full year of data that we could analyze, and some of it is still there. But what we didn't know, and wasn't really, advertised by Google, was that the event data that was stored in analytics was set to a default of 2 months, right? Which means after 2 months of data, boom, it disappeared. And so this sort of came to the forefront of our attention a few months ago, that there was some data retention settings that needed to be changed. And so we went into all of our accounts, everybody we worked with, and we changed the data retention for both event data and user data to the maximum, which is 14 months. Which means after 14 months, you will no longer have that historical data to compare, right? So if you want to compare this year to last year to the year before that, so on and so forth, you get the picture. It's not going to be there. And there really is no solution inside GA4 to resolve that. So in this article, we're going to talk about some of the things you can do, and it's no surprise that it's not going to be easy. Read the article, but there's 3 main takeaways here. And that is, number 1, we're going to be providing a basic user and event level data spreadsheet, right? So we're creating a spreadsheet, and at the end of the year, we'll plug in all the data. So at least you have a full picture of basically the top level data for every year. And that's something that we're going to be taking on our side. There'll be no comparative data month over month, those sorts of things. It's basically, how many views, how many sessions, how many users, those sorts of things did you get in the previous year. The other thing you can do is you can migrate your Google Analytics data over to BigQuery. There is a free account and a paid account with that, but just know that requires a programmer, right? That's not something that we're able to take on. There are some potential costs with that, and it still is dependent on how long you want to keep the data for. I believe the option there is 2 years worth of data. And then the third option is to go with Marketing Platform 360. It's a Google product, and that starts at about $50,000 a year. So that's really an enterprise level solution. We tend to work with small to mid-sized businesses, probably not within the budget for most people that we work with to go ahead and store that sort of long-term analysis data. Enterprise obviously needs to go that route. Read all of the different intricacies here, but at the top level need to know, those are the things that you need to know moving forward with your Google Analytics data. And just know, I believe we made those changes to the retention around November. When that came to our attention, we did that immediately, but you may find some gaps in your data, and that's just something that bubbled up through Google Analytics. All right, if you have any questions about that, as always, jump on one of our monthly calls and we will walk you through it.